Good morning, YouTube, even though, yeah, it's still morning, and I'm still somehow waking up. And the reason I'm gonna say somehow is because growth hormone is a powerful thing, and one thing we can talk about really quickly on a humorous note is the amount of money spent on growth hormone over the years. If you wanna be a bodybuilder, if you wanna be a professional bodybuilder, you better find yourself a good job and start putting money in the bank, because this shit ain't cheap. Now, the stuff that ain't cheap has me feeling tired, lethargic, sore, and uncomfortable. But that's part of the game. That's part of being a bodybuilder. You get to experience uncomfortable in either or direction. Now, piggybacking off of that uncomfortable talk, both of my shoulders are fucked up right now. It's been several years that I've had shoulder issues. Whenever I grow, I get too big of a pump in my shoulders to the point where they hurt and I can't actually train them. So today we're rewriting my chest and shoulder workout to be a little bit more efficacious towards the growth I need to continue achieving, and then hopefully this setup will alleviate some of that shoulder pain. Let me get warmed up and woken up, because I'm still half asleep and it's noon, so we gotta change that shit. I aim for progressive overload week over week with my abs. So the first week I did this, I think I did like 80 pounds for 20. Last week I did 87.5 pounds for 35 reps. So instead of doing 40 reps today, I'm gonna do 95 pounds for less reps, and then week over week, work the rep count up until I have to go up and weight again.
I gotta get up on my feet. I rise, spattered, but I'm broken from the cold concrete. Bruised and scarred, but I won't concede. This is my battle cry, the anthem on my knees.
Not a bad deal, 25 reps. But here's the thing, if you look in the mirror, I'm 270 pounds this morning and I still have fucking abs. So we're doing something right. If there's one profound, life-changing tip I can give to you behind the camera and to anybody watching this, make your food look and taste good. Your progress as a bodybuilder and your progress for your fitness journey, your fat loss journey, your muscle gain journey, whatever it is either going to be extremely hindered or extremely benefited by your skills in the kitchen. As much as we all want to say, oh, food is boring when we diet, it's not. You're just lazy and you're not good in the kitchen. If you learn how to make the most boring of meal plans and most boring of food items and selections interesting and taste good, you will forever succeed at whatever your goal orientation is. Especially if you're a bodybuilder, you gotta make your food taste good and look good. It's the key to success. So I was just asked about my current cycle. Test EQ, that's fine. That's all you need to know. Then I was proceeded to be asked, do I like EQ? And I think this is something that many people who run PEDs, actually every person who runs PEDs needs to understand. It's going to be different by person, and it's gonna be different by the year. 2019, I ran this exact same cycle, slight variation, but almost exact same cycle, felt incredible. 2021, ran a similar cycle to this with EQ in the mix. Extreme anxiety leading to depression, felt terrible. EQ back in the mix now, I feel fantastic. So it's gonna go in, it's gonna potentially fluctuate. It's gonna potentially change from year to year, from time to time, from experience to experience. You take what you can, you self-assess, and then you go with that knowledge base for next time. But very importantly, you also have to remember, what is your environment like? What is your mental like? And what does your lab work look like? Because that's gonna dictate a lot of how your cycle can and will go. So don't just look for blanket statements. EQ makes me feel amazing. EQ makes me feel terrible. Look for the person talking in the middle ground, because that's what you're gonna experience more often than not. Here we go, folks. Oh, so this is how you... The fuck is this shit?
If you set it Like if
Oh,
you
I have to set it lower?
Yeah, yeah. It like pulls up.
Oh, I see. The fuck is... So I'm taking a note from my videographer's coach, and he yelled at me and my best bud, Ben Huge, not Ben Little, to do more calves. So here I am, doing more fucking calves. Apparently all the calves I did when I was 13 years old wasn't enough. Yeah, new tech, all of your equipment is amazing. Haven't seen a single thing yet that I was like, wow, this could be better. Except for this. This is just nonsensical. I don't need training wheels on my seated calf machine. All right, so first time PED users. One thing you need to accept before you put the first PED in your system, and you need to accept this as full responsibility as an individual. This is no one else's responsibility, not a single other human being other than you. You are signing up for all the good and all the bad and the ugly that comes with PED usage. Every single person's different. Every side effect is different. Every single individual response is gonna be different. We have a baseline of what to expect, but you alone are gonna have an individualistic response. And on that same note, you are also signing up for the PIP, the trend cough, the weird knot in your shoulder, the weird sensation you get in your chest if you hit a nerve or an artery or a vein or a capsule or whatever. You are responsible for your own decision-making and what comes with the consequences and the good stuff of utilizing PEDs. Only you, not your coach, not your best friend, surely not your fucking mother, because I'm sure she don't want you using those PEDs anyway, but it's on you. So utilize your coach's instruction to do this safely. But when you have a weird PIP, you have a swollen knot in your glute, you cough after an injection, your injection spews a little bit of blood, because yeah, that happens. That's on you. That's your responsibility and no one else's. So understand what you're signing up for and be a fucking grown up, be a grown man or woman and take responsibility. It's no one else's. Shameless product plug. Leading into this workout, we had 2 scoops of core pump, 1 scoop of Fury, 1 scoop of core creatine, and guess what? They were all orange dreamsicle flavor and they taste amazing. So code PIVOT when you want to get yours, because you do want to responsibly use a good pre-workout that's going to boost your performance, boost your energy and focus. So why waste your money on anything else? Awesome. So, had a client last week, a discussion about how his training is going. He admitted, without any recourse, that yeah, he was only given 75% intensity during some of his training sessions due to circumstances. However, when you want to see drastic results, you want to see your physique transform, you want to see yourself get on stage and fucking win, 75% doesn't cut it. And I typically am a man of numbers. I have an engineering degree, so I like my data. However, just for conversation's sake, the reality is 75% intensity in the gym does not yield 75% of the results. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Very much so, I can make the argument that 75% intensity in the gym is going to produce less than 50% of the desired results. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're not pushing your body, forcing your body to adapt, that adaptation is called muscle growth. If you're not forcing your body to adapt, you're not gonna change. So 75% intensity is not gonna create the necessary environment for that type of adaptation we care about. So the results you're gonna see, they're not gonna be what you'd expect. It's 100% or nothing. My lifestyle clients, my bodybuilding clients, my professional jiu-jitsu athletes, they know this, they understand this. And that's why they change, that's why they transform. But the ones who don't give that final 25%, they remain the same. Your fitness-based social media is making you fucking weak. What do I mean by that? You wanna be a bodybuilder, you wanna put on muscle, you wanna transform your physique. Not every day is going to be perfect. Let me rephrase that. Every day will not be perfect. It's what you do around the imperfections that yields the result you wanna see. What do I mean by that? Walk with me. I mean, I have 2 partial tears in both my shoulders. Yes, 2 per shoulder. I have a fucked up hip, multiple discs bulging in my cervical spine and my lumbar spine, all from a car accident back in May. But here's the thing, it fucking hurts, it's uncomfortable, it affects me on the daily. Yet, wouldn't you know, I still competed in 2 professional bodybuilding shows, and I'm now 40 pounds up from my lowest prep weight with a completely transformed physique. Do I complain? Yeah, my wife hears about it a little bit. But do I still get the fuck in here and get it done and make progress? Yes. So stop being fucking weak-minded, stop looking for perfect days only, and get the fuck in the gym, do the work. That's what real bodybuilding looks like. Push that bitch out, you got a good pregnant belly. Oh. My favorite thing in today's society is if you want to tell me 2 + 2 = 5, good for you, buddy. Yes, it does. That's how I keep my peace. Don't have to be bothered by other shit that I don't want to be fucking bothered by. So, if you want to say 2 + 2 = 5, go right ahead. That's fine. Live your life the way you want to. I'll be over here doing 2 + 2 = 5 in my reps. That's a juicy one. Also, in an unrelated note, that's probably terribly inappropriate for the camera. My wife's really fucking hot. That's perfectly appropriate. Zoom in on my wife and I'm just gonna stand here doing this really awkwardly. Right, babe? Good to know my pre-workout hits an hour and 20 minutes after I take it. That's awesome. Good communication with your coach is crucial. I texted my coach this morning as I'm sitting there eating my pre-workout meal and I had about 6 bites left. And I told him I'll communicate with him as necessary depending on a few factors, but to make sure I'm staying in a good rhythm for the rest of this rebound, this reverse diet that I'm on. Because I've put on 40 pounds in about 11 weeks, which is insane. So we either want to keep that ball rolling forward or pull back when necessary. So this morning, I made the judgment call. We have to pull back because it's necessary. I'm sitting there, my pre-workout meal, which I usually inhale, was struggling to put down. Sleep is taking a hit, energy levels are taking a hit. And I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this pump right here is not typical for me. This is a very bland and unfun pump right now. So all feedback, biofeedback and signs, hey, red flags are being thrown up. So this is what I assess: appetite, fatigue, how is my sleep, how is my pump and performance in the gym. All 4 of those factors are taking a hit. So guess what? It's time to pull back, time to reassess, and make sure that I don't take steps backwards. This is why I made sure to message him this morning, because if I regress, it's gonna fuck with me mentally and it's gonna fuck with my progress ahead. So I communicate, we do the necessary to continue moving forward, and this way I'll maintain all of the progress that I've made so far, and then do the right thing and pull back because it's necessary. All right, so fun part about bodybuilding is that no matter what's on your program, no matter what your coach says, no matter what your day looks like, when you get into the gym, it's you and the voice in your head, and that's it. You're either gonna succumb to it and do less, or you're gonna tell it to shut the fuck up and do what's required of you. Now, this is less than an optimal workout for me. I don't feel great. Appetite's not there today. Fatigue is definitely hitting harder than usual. Pump, 6.5 out of 10 at best. Do I wanna just get up and leave? Yeah, I really fucking do. However, I'm gonna sit here, go through the rest of my movements, and give the rest of my movements the intensity and the effort that's needed and that's required to see the result that I wanna see. Too many people have such a weak mindset around pushing themselves. Stop being fucking weak. I'm sick and tired of it. Everyone just wants a handout, a magic pill, the easy way out, the cop out, the tip or trick that makes it easier. It doesn't exist. It's the hard work that gets done consistently, responsibly, and with a little bit of education behind it that reaps the results and the rewards that we all want to achieve. But if you succumb to that voice in your head, all you're gonna do is be as good as that voice allows you to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am now Fit Girl, and I will be doing my cable side raises with my very specifically Fit Girl ankle wrist cuff. So I'm not sponsored, but maybe they'll sponsor me one day because I'm such a fit girl. Start this set. If you want to be a bodybuilder and you want to be a big fucking bodybuilder, you better get ready for all of your shit not to fit every other year. I've been on enough growth hormone for the past 10 weeks that I went up from a 10.5 ring size to a 12. That's a $400 ring I had to repurchase. So, you want to be a fucking big bodybuilder? You better suck it the fuck up, because you signed up for a lot of different shit that you probably mentally didn't prepare for, and social media probably made you too fucking weak to understand.